Theater of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Jekyll. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theater of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer, the podcast you cheat on Critical Role with. See?
That was a good one too.
I get some good ones
I like
in
that
there.
one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Where your
pandering.
sexy little side dish.
We won't
take
tell.
it.
As opposed to when you cheat and you fuck something. No, I keep making it worse. I'm Jacob Machin, that's Caleb Dowdall.
Yo.
How you doing there with your tea?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
How's the caffeine?
It's actually fantastic.
Yeah?
Well, the lack of caffeine
That's
is
just
fantastic.
say fantastic.
Yeah. Feel good, no heart palpitations, no tingly fingers or toes. Just living my best life. If
You
you're
seem-
drinking coffee, I'm better than you right now.
You also got a tattoo. Do they hurt as much as magical tattoos do?
Well, I've never had a magical tattoo to compare to.
Oh, then how were you able to tell us how much they hurt? Oh, you've seen someone get a magical
Well,
tattoo.
myself and yourself created this world, right?
That's it. Just for those of you who forgot, we made this world.
We made all this
We
stuff.
can break this world.
Yeah, we didn't buy some source book. We made this shit from scratch. And
True.
I braked it.
You braked it.
if you buy the source book that we will release soon, you'll know that magical tattoos are sore. So, yeah.
I can just imagine our source book is full of like contradictions and us literally scribbling in the margins and being like, Caleb's a don't tell him I said this.
Oh, that's another bleep. Second bleep.
Oh, yeah, you
of
got bleep
the
that as well.
Second bleep.
Oh, we've already
of the-
said in the podcast. I just bleeped that one because we said we were going
Oh, for a
to.
joke.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious.
Because I can't remember who said it. I mean, I can continue to bleep.
I can guess who did it. I can guess who said it. Anyway, these cunts that you can hear speaking. You've got Hercules Mays.
Hi.
You've got Luke Sykes.
Hi, I have never made a candle. Have you?
I have.
Yes, I
Yeah, I
have.
also
I've
actually
made
have,
several.
And I lied. I actually made a candle with my hand once. Did you ever do that?
Yes.
What?
I don't even know what's
I've
true
made
now.
like an actual candle.
What do you
Like you sat there going,
I mean, not from scratch.
Yeah, and then he pulled his pants up and he went and made a candle.
don't make that sound.
You know, I used wax and I made it into a mold with a wick and everything. And yeah,
Ah,
cool.
see-
Yeah, using beeswax.
I have
They
seen
have-
people do them with their hand. So you like put your
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
into the whole thing, and yeah, it looks really cool.
There's this place in Australia. I don't know if it still exists. It's like
Pottery
Old
place?
Sydney Town
Oh.
was called. Similar to Sovereign Hill.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a recreation of like a oldie worldy place, and they had like a candle making, like traditional, and you could do it, and then you get to keep the candle, like just this dip and different colors. And
Neat.
that's so cute.
You get to keep the candle.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I went to
Yeah.
to Harry Potter World.
Oh,
And
wow.
I got picked out of all the 10-year-old children, me, when I was 24 or something. I got picked to get my wand chosen, and I was like, oh, yeah, this would be funny. I almost fucking cried. Like, the
It was
dude was so
beautiful.
good, the wind and the air, and he gave me my wand, and he was like, you look like you should have this. And he was the best actor I've ever worked with. Like, he was there with me. Like, he believed he was a fucking Ollivander. Ollivander?
Disney
Oh, yeah,
will kill him if he
Ollivander.
doesn't.
I have a friend that
But
works
then
at,
he handed me the
Harry Potter.
wand, and I was like, oh. And then everyone walked out, and this woman comes up. She's like, yeah, I'll be $90 if you want that.
Oh
my
God,
that's why he picked you.
brutal.
Question, what did he give you?
Soul-crushing.
What wood, what core,
Oh.
what
He
length?
gave me such a wood. I don't remember. I really don't remember. I've got the video, so I'll just watch the video
All
back.
right.
Got a friend that
Tell us-
performs
tell us
at,
next time.
Universal
We'll do-
Beijing in one of the
Oh,
Harry
really?
Potter shows.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Of all the places. Interesting. There's a Universal everywhere. Danielle Butlin's here.
Hello. Wow, we're going last name now.
I do that for everyone.
Did you know your last name is the same as a theme park in the UK?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I
think
did
you've
know
said
that.
that
On the
already on the
podcast.
podcast.
Really?
Sorry.
I don't
Really?
listen.
I didn't know that.
I didn't remember that.
That's fine.
I remember this
How
exact
do you
same
re-
exchange.
I don't listen to the podcast, so it's fine.
I always do everyone's last names except for Daelyn Lester-Serafini when I forgot her father's last name. And he knocked on my door.
For which he
He is still not forgiven.
Well, you know what? Fuck him.
Actually, it's fine. He doesn't listen to the podcast.
Wait,
so
he
you're
doesn't?
okay.
Fuck him.
No, because my
I
parents
slighted
are
him.
Because my parents aren't nerdy.
Because if he listened to the podcast, he'd have a fucking heart attack as a doctor listening to you talk about your life.
That's exactly why I was like, no, Dad, you can't. It's going to be too painful for you.
You spend the rest of your life trying to seek out this Irishman and fix him.
I need him.
There's a Nobel Prize in this for me.
This man needs to be fixed.
Is that how your dad sounds?
Yeah, that's exactly everywhere. Daelyn, it's so good to see you.
My next character is going to be your dad,
Richard Todd Lester.
which is also a great name.
Dick Todd Lester. Nice. Dick Todd, thanks for listening. This is like the time that I kept telling you I was going to fuck your granny on the podcast, and you were like, yeah, man, she actually listens to this. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then she came over here recently, and surprise, surprise, they left before I got a chance to meet Caleb's family.
Wrong granny, actually.
You know what? If she's your granny, she's all right with me.
You'd be lucky to get with my granny.
I would be stoked to get with your granny.
She's a lovely
because
lady.
I would be able to lord it over you so bad. You got to call
Would
me
you rather-
granddaddy now. Call me Pops, son.
Hey, every guy wants to like co-host the Dungeons and Dragons
With
podcast
his grandfather.
Yeah. That's living the dream.
Would you rather sleep with his grandmother or the queen?
His grandmother is a queen.
Yes. Do you know what? I can set it up now. You're being very respectful, and I like it.
I have my whole pass.
She is a queen. She is a queen.
All right,
Sorry,
hold on.
Danielle.
That's his whole pass.
God
Damn it. You get Jake Gyllenhaal and I get...
Wait, what?
Danielle gets Jake Gyllenhaal. I get Caleb's granny. Which, I mean, fair play.
Wait, what's your granny's name?
My granny's name? No, I don't want to actually say.
That's all right. I'll be moaning it later. All right.
Okay. All
It's
right.
tattooed on her back. Yeah. Okay.
That's too far. Too far.
Bring it back.
So remember when this was a D&D podcast?
See, now we're all just going to take turns saying it.
Yeah. I got the ball rolling.
You got the ball rolling.
Thank you.
Speaking of balls rolling, let's roll this ball down the improv path. We're going to play an improv game. It's called Good Cop, Bad Cop, Great Criminal, Worst Lawyer.
Sounds fun.
This is a game where Luke and Herc, you two are going to be good cop, bad cop. You don't have to decide who is who. You don't even have to know who is who. You
Great.
are interrogating Danielle, who is innocent of the crime. Daelyn, you are defending her as her lawyer, and you committed the fucking crime that she's been doing.
Oh, all right. Okay, cool.
So this is a Better Call Saul kind of situation.
I have been listening to Comedy Bang Bang with Better Call Saul himself,
Yeah.
Bob Odenkirk.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. So, Caleb,
Yeah. You want a crime?
I don't want a crime. I want an occupation.
Pokemon card salesman.
Okay.
So me.
All right.
You guys do
Yeah.
with that what you will. Pokemon card salesman's in there. Cops, lawyer, criminal. You're sitting in the interrogation room, a globe hanging over the top of you as the door opens and your lawyer steps in. The police not too far behind.
Sorry, I'm late. Shit,
Hi.
spilled coffee on my blazer. Yeah, hi.
Oh,
hi. Good
yeah.
to see you.
Yeah, that's a lot of coffee.
Oh my
Yeah.
stars, that is a lot of coffee.
Well, I was trying to get donuts, but they fell in the parking lot. I was going to try and bribe you with donuts,
Yeah,
but
bribing won't work.
I don't know. It's worked a lot of times.
You're joking, right? That's a joke here. That's a...
Oh, no. I resort to anything I can do to help my clients.
But
I'm getting handsy bandit vibes.
Yeah, I was also getting that. Yeah.
It's an amalgamation of every character I've ever played.
Great.
You are quite the chameleon. Didn't I just see you in a local play?
Yeah, I'm also a local actor, but so many jack of every single trade you can imagine.
but you are like a licensed lawyer.
Well,
technically,
it's who
right?
you hired. So let's get down to business.
Oh, no, I was just sent by the city. I'm just a, what do they call it?
Public defender.
Yeah. that.
Well,
So-
let's just get things rolling.
I will admit, I did not read your file, so I'm coming
I
in
can see
blind.
that.
We'll figure it out. Sorry, my client is ready to be interrogated.
All right. Did you do it?
No.
And sorry, just catch me up. What was the thing that you didn't do?
I don't know because I don't know. Like, what have I been accused
All
of?
right. briefcase, pulls out onto table, opens up briefcase, sees single first edition Charizard
I
card.
take a little Pikachu in there.
First edition Shadowless Charizard in case. You did steal this, correct?
You did it?
And tried to pawn it off on the black market?
No.
Whoa, that is serious.
I do know what he says.
You,
Yikers!
I didn't steal that, and I don't
heard
know
her?
what's going on here, but I feel like
didn't
there's
steal
been
it.
a terrible misunderstanding.
She doesn't know. There's been a terrible misunderstanding.
Why didn't you tell them how we got this particular object?
Well, we found it when a certain streamer who shall not be named said that they bought it off of secondhand market from a individual woman who seemed to be very confused about what this orange lizard on the card
Did you do it?
was.
No. Do what?
You heard her. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Sorry, orange lizard on the card. I was just,
Yeah,
checking.
the orange lizard on the card, Charizard, back from the 90s. But this individual card was stolen from a friendly local game store. It was the piece of their prime piece that they would show off to people, not for sale.
Okay, the game store. Yeah, I've been to the game store.
Before you answer any more questions, I'm going to
Don't
attach
show
these
me
electrodes to you and make sure that you're telling the truth.
Please don't do that. I mean, you can. I mean, electrodes. What is
It's a lie detector. It's fine.
a lie detector?
Yes.
Okay,
Think
that's
you might need a
fine.
helping hand.
Light.
It's a Pokemon.
Is this
Oh.
is this usual procedure?
I mean,
Did you do it?
No.
I mean, I
One
wouldn't
of
say
these
it's
days it's
usual,
gonna
but
work.
I wouldn't say it's unusual. So but I wouldn't.
Could you read my file? Could you?
Yeah, I spilled coffee on it.
Right. Coffee. Okay.
Don't you
But,
try and wheedle your way out of this one. I need to know what's going on right now.
No. We're just having a perfectly legal lawyer-client conversation very quickly. You already kind of fucked up by saying that you've been to the game store.
But it's a public place. Of course, I've been to the game store. I mean, it's the most popular game store in town.
We're gonna go hard left, and you're just gonna say, no, you haven't been to the game store.
No, but I have. I'm not
You
going to
realize
lie.
we can hear this entire conversation, right?
Yes,
So we're just gonna lie, but it's a little lie. It's okay.
I don't want to lie. I didn't
You
do
heard her.
anything.
She doesn't want to lie. See?
Did you do it?
No.
Well, I think we can tell that one of you did it.
I'm sorry, what?
There is something going on, something fishy.
Yeah, this is very weird. This whole
Yeah.
situation.
Very, very fishy. Incredibly.
Almost like the Gyarados pen I see in your pocket.
What? All right, boys, you got me.
Quick, everyone hide your dicks. Oh, Mr. Vibe over here is a little handsy.
That is so horrible out of context.
That's a throwback, guys. Just
Well,
I'm sorry. I was going to throw you under the bus, but they're just too good at their jobs.
so I can go, and you three are just gonna.
Oh, no.
We're gonna-
Yeah, you can leave, but
I
they'll
can
never
leave.
take me alive. And I throw
Alakazam! And she
and I
disappears.
throw a smoke bomb and I run out of the room.
that's
Pikachu, thunder attack!
that is textbook how you play good cop, bad cop, great criminal, worst lawyer. You'll never find a better example than that. How about we have an example of playing D&D?
Yay!
I'm out of brain power.
Leader of the Mind Flip.
In our last session, Etterath successfully freed the being trapped in the tree, revealing a malnourished looking man named Pierroop.
Sounds like a Pokemon I'd fuck. Sorry, we just spent the last 5 minutes talking about Pokemon we'd fuck.
It turns out he is being bled for centuries. Basically, all the magic coming from Bokt has actually been from this creature who Vasily reckons is a god. But he looks pretty meek. Whatever godhood he may or may not have is definitely not present, or from what you can see. you guys had a bit of a disagreement on what to do with this being. Etterath wished to free him. Safirith warned of the dangers that could possibly happen if Bokt were to be defenseless, if you were to remove this source of power, keeping Bokt safe. Agenar was also on the fence. I believe you wanted to free the being as well. While Bias Jor hit him and drank his blood. A scuffle broke out that Etterath started, and Vasily was none too happy, trying to convince you guys that it was okay and you should leave the being with her. The fight broke out, and we ended on her thunder stepping away and blowing poor little Baki back to the side of the cave.
Are we still in initiative?
I believe we are now out of initiative. Is that correct?
That would be correct, yes.
Etterath, face plants.
Bucky!
Face plants?
I'm on 0 hit points.
Oh, you
I
dropped?
collapse.
Oh, no.
Well, that
Does the
makes it
thunder wake
simple.
me
Let's
up?
just leave him.
Huh?
Does the thunder wake me out of my dream state?
I would say that loud noise probably did snap you back. You look around. You still feel pretty good. You feel kind of...
Like you've had a Zenzu bean.
Yeah.
Ooh,
More Dragon Ball Z. They look so tasty.
they do. Well, they don't. They don't look tasty at all.
Well, they just look like
They're so
edamame.
crunchy, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's all they are.
They're like dried beans.
I'll describe it like this, though. If inhaling the purple mist gave you these visions, you were kind of like hungover after. Remember, you were feeling kind of drained,
Yeah.
bad afterwards. This, it's like you just feel well rested. You fark. Yeah.
Right. I fart.
You fart. And it feels really good. That makes you feel euphoric.
What does a turtle fart sound like?
No, that's not fucking.
Is Baki okay?
You'd have to go over and check. He is on the ground.
Like, is he unconscious? Does he look conscious?
You would have to go check him. He's on the
Fucking
ground.
fine.
As is Etterath.
Make me work for it.
I'm going to... Who
Etterath,
is...
roll a death saving throw for me, please, as people are trying to figure out what to do.
15.
Okay, good. That's one save for Etterath. You watch as he kind of
I pick up
steady breath.
the man.
Wait,
Ah.
I'm still...
You're still like, ooh, ooh. Okay.
All right, I will go over to Baki and see if he's responding.
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast...
9?
9. You look him over. His chest appears to be rising and falling, and he kind of looks at you a little groggily, and he says, "Did we get her?
No, she's gone. You okay?
Oh, I feel bad."
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll get someone that has healing to help you.
We're all going to be okay. We just... Can we stop fighting for a moment?
Another
I'm
death save, please, Etterath.
going to cast
Nice.
Prayer of Healing.
That's a 10-minute casting time, I believe.
Oh, fuck no. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cast Healing Word
Excellent.
for Etterath.
What do you say?
Please be okay.
Go ahead and roll those hit points as Etterath. You are.
It's 2d4 plus 7.
Go ahead and roll them.
That is a 6 plus 7. 13. There we go.
13 points of healing to Etterath as you come back to consciousness. Bias. What do
I
you
hoist him up by. He's naked?
He's naked. Yeah.
All right. I just, not choking, but like forcibly standing him up.
Yeah. You lift him up. He's
I'm
not.
still standing.
Yeah, I know. I'm not moving him. You're not fighting me right now, are you? You can fight me if you want.
This is like Civil War 2.
This is roleplay, guys. Bias has grabbed him by the neck and is trying to lift him up. Agenar?
Agenar is going to just look at Bias and just say, Bias, don't.
Okay, you have him up in the air by the, roughly kind of by the neck, not choking him, but he's not kind of, he's kind of slumped against, like he's not holding himself under his own weight. His feet are kind of twisted together, kind of awkwardly.
You can feel just by that, though, that he seems pretty light. Like, this guy's obviously very malnourished. It's like skin and bone.
Yeah.
Etterath, you come to consciousness. Okay.
Trademark.
Trademark.
I'm going to try and help Baki up to his feet.
Yeah, Bucky kind of throws an arm around you, and as you try to help him up, he's like, no offense, Safirith, but maybe I'd be better just getting myself up off the ground. As you kind of try to lift him with your strength score. He's
that's
like,
fair.
Thank you, though. The gesture was very kind.
I just feel bad because I fell on your face earlier.
Oh, it's okay. Everyone fell on me. That's what I'm here for. Lean on me.
I'm glad
When
you're
you're
okay.
not strong,
I was worried about
I'll be
you
your
for a
friend.
sec. That's never mind.
I've still got it.
What are you, friend? Are you a god?
Pierre-Loup.
Nod yes, nod no. Are you a god?
Pierre-Loup, help me.
I will take. Is he still bleeding?
From your punch, there's like just a trickle out of his nose. It's nothing serious.
I'm gonna
Yet.
stab a claw into him.
Okay, go ahead and
Just like one claw.
go ahead and roll the damage for that claw. You don't need to beat an armor class. He's completely defenseless. That was one of the worst throws I've ever seen.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
Yeah, you push your claw in, pull it out slowly.
Just
and
like
it's,
kind of.
like under the
Yeah,
rib,
under the
kind
rib,
of.
yeah,
and
yeah.
You pull it out and you look at your nail, your claw, and it.
Could I have made a stealth check to do that to see so they don't see it?
I would say yes if you want to do that now retroactively.
Yeah.
4 plus stealth,
I guess
so 3.
my passive.
Everyone's passive beats that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So they just see
Believe
me
your
pull out
passive.
blood and then just lick it.
You lick it, Gary Oldman in Bram Stoker's Dracula style when he licks the knife of Keanu Reeves.
You are immediately whipped back on the forest trail. Only this time you're running. You look back, and now there are 6 heavily armed, hooded red figures chasing after you. You feel in your chest that if these guys catch you, you are going to be in unspeakable pain.
But much like before, you don't have that fear. You feel empowered. You feel strong. You feel like you could take on the world.
I just yell out, so I don't know if these guys hear. I'm just like, I can take you all. That god has fucking nothing on me.
You hear Bias say this as he's lifting up the supposed god.
And with a you're back in the room.
Okay.
Fucking trouble.
I'm going to. Shit.
Etterath looks at you and says what he just said.
I'm going to say, Bias, stop, and cast Word of Radiance.
Okay. You're going to attack Bias?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get to choose who that affects.
Yeah. That's a saving throw, I believe, for Bias.
Constitution saving
What's
throw.
the DC there?
13.
That one.
Hey, go ahead and roll your damage for that, please, Danielle. Agenar. As this word of radiance rings in your ears and you feel this white hot, burning, radiant energy scorch you for
6 radiant damage.
This is my turn. So I just drop him. Fucking gods, get out of my head.
drop him. He falls to the ground, kind of crawls away from you.
Do I know
Bias.
who cast it? Do I know if it's him or him?
You heard
I
her
looked
voice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Straight at
Yeah.
you, and it's it's like a glowing,
Yes, and it's verbal.
burning radiance erupts.
It's verbal.
Yeah.
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 So you heard
So
her
you,
speak.
this big ball of light, like sunlight, erupts out of my chest and just like at Bias. It passes through the being without harming him and does harm Bias.
That's one for Brocantia. They're now on my list.
I don't
Brocantia is now on my list. That's
want
one.
to hurt you, Bias.
Funny way of showing it with that spell.
You wouldn't stop. You're all fighting about something. We just need to stop and
Fine.
think.
Let's take a minute.
My what's
Crest.
holy weapon, spiritual weapon
spiritual
is like still spinning. It's like this slightly burning woven cross that's spinning above my head.
You wanted to free him, Etterath. Agenar, you wanted to bring him outside.
Yes, look, he's weak. I don't think he's going to go anywhere without our help. I have a feeling that maybe the god of nature has lost his body and that's where all the trouble's from.
You think he's a vessel for something?
Yes.
Can I use my last divine sense to...
Yeah, you get an incredibly strong sense of something celestial coming from Pierre-Loup.
He's a celestial,
Right?
What is
In
that? So
celestial-
a god?
potentially god, angel.
I don't know. I heard deity of some kind. So
Hearing that, I'll look down at him, and in Celestial, I'll be like, I'll ask, how do you want us to help you? Do you want to die?
As you say, how do you want us to help you? He looks up at you with hopeful eyes. And then as you say, do you want to die? His face turns to horror. And in Celestial, you hear, no.
well, that seemed to get through to him.
Do you speak Celestial?
No, I speak the opposite of celestial.
Then I'll say back,
I speak both dialects of hell, but none of heaven.
so what is help?
Save me.
In Celestial, Agnar's going to say, do you want us to take you up outside?
Where is outside?
Up-
He seems very confused.
Out into the world? In the trees or under the stars?
Trees. Yes.
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 Would that help?
Help.
Come on.
I turn to
I help him up.
Agnar, and in Celestial, I still say, Asmodeus is a fallen angel. How do we know this is a god and not the devil? You cannot be sure of anything. You have no right to change these people's whole way of being, the whole life. You are coming in and changing everything for what? With no information, with no knowledge on anything.
No, but
You
I
take
agree with that tone. Sorry, be serious.
I trust my instincts, and something is wrong in Bokt. Brigantia, the goddess of love and children, and is missing.
The goddess is missing?
We haven't been able to find the temple. She is not here. She's not in this land. I can't.
Are you replying in celestial or is this common? Okay.
Yeah, this is still.
Come on, Bealman, Luke. Let's get you some sunshine.
Something is wrong, and something that is broken in half is wrong. So we put it back together, and if it's something bad that's back together, then that's okay, because as long as it's one thing, then we just find something else that's broken and put that back together and keep going.
As this conversation is going on, Etterath has begun to help up Perup and is bringing him towards the hole.
As you said, let's get you some sun. You guys heard in Celestial, no, not Balinus. Not Balinus.
Do I know what that word is?
I make a religion check.
7.
7.
I think I know.
You can make a religion check as well.
We'll see if the dice can help me remember. Nope. Agenar in this moment does not.
Balinus.
That'd be a 10.
Balinus, you guys kind of rings a bell of
8.
People that worship the sun and light and warmth. Balinus rings a bell. Something like that.
But he's not.
Afraid of Balinus. Interesting. I'll tell you what. Do what you want, but fixing could be killing something. Are you okay to take that challenge?
Yes.
Good. That's all I need to know. Go. And I'll just take a step back.
Okay. Etterath, you hoist Perup onto your shoulders.
All right, let's go.
You guys make your way up and out of the hole. It is tough going, getting a largely despondent body up and out of there. Bucky kind of helps you each up one by one to make your way up and through.
Before I leave, can I look back at the tree and see if anything's changed?
Give me a perception check.
6.
6. You go over and inspect the tree, and you can see all the bark that's fallen off it. It doesn't look like the tree is that healthy.
Yeah.
But again, it has had a human or a being ripped out of it. So.
But like, is there any purple mist still around it? Like, is there any...
You don't see any mist. It just looks like a dying tree, essentially.
Okay.
Excellent. You guys make your way up and out of the hole. It is tough going. Takes you far, far longer than it should trying to get this guy out. Bucky helping each of you up. And as you exit the hole into Vasily's tent, you notice that a handful of her belongings, but not many, are gone. There's no tattoo equipment there. The inks are gone. You notice where a couple of books or scrolls would be are gone. Other than that, it remains untouched.
You do hear a bit of commotion outside the tent, like footsteps.
I go out.
you see Humduck and Grania coming with what seems to be the reinforcements that they had said that Grania was going to grab. Probably about 5 individuals along with Grania and Humduck. You can hear for the first time a lot of happenings, a lot of goings on. You can't actually see off the plateau from the center, but it seems like there's some commotion downstairs. The big giant tree that was beside Vasily's tent now seems to be drooping over. It was this magnificent, brilliant tree. It now seems to be kind of like decaying. It doesn't look good.
It's a good start.
Humduck comes running over. Okay, where do you need the reinforcements?
She's gone.
Who?
Vasily.
Why? Who is this?
This was the being that was...
That you were bleeding for centuries.
I've done nothing. Watch your tongue, young man. Where is the danger?
I think that maybe the stag and the mist that would come to the village and hurt people was just trying to free this man.
Where was all this?
Down underneath the tent.
Right. And he immediately moves past you with the 5 other Githyanki into the tent and down the hole as Grania stands there looking at you all. She looks at you, Etterath. She goes, Are you okay? You look exhausted.
I am.
What happened? Bucky, you look good. The tattoos look good, but what happened?
Are Bucky's tattoos still like shiny purple?
They are.
Okay.
The last Bealman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We've got our
Holy
spin-off.
shit.
Is there any, like, I remember in your description before there were like purple pellets like on the tree. Like, are there any that are still...
You take a look at this tree and the purple pellets appear to be kind of slightly shriveled, and they look like they're hanging precariously from the leaf there. And as you're looking, one of them falls off, falls on the ground.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, you pick it up.
Okay.
Take a look at it. Want to do anything with it?
Gonna keep it.
You keep one of the little purple pellets. One of the little purple seedlings, rather, not the purple pellets. They're still on the ground somewhere. After a little bit of time, as you guys stand there awkwardly, you hear Chief Humduck climb back up, steps back out, comes up to you guys. You've had nothing but kind of gruff and a little bit of fun, a little bit of cheekiness with Humduck. When he's on, he's on. And he steps up to you and he says, Right, what happened immediately? Tell me what happened and where Shaman Vasily is. Did you kill her?
No, she escaped.
She escaped. Why would she escape from the place she lives?
Because someone was trying to kill her.
Because I freed her little prisoner.
Looks at Pierup. I am not one to act irrationally. Please tell me, in the most simplest of terms, what is going on here? Why are my plants, why are my trees dying? Why is the silver mist encroaching further than it ever has?
This individual was part of the tree, and his blood has been what you have been using with all your purple shit. Vasily and her ancestors have kept him here. Gods know how long. Bleeding him dry, just to heal him back up.
To protect the city, to protect Bokt, right? Don't look at me like that. I get what you're feeling right now. I'm trying to clear up exactly what this means. You freed him.
Yes, because something is not right.
Something is never right here. We have children going missing.
Exactly.
We have continents trying to invade. We do our best. We do our best with what we have. And now what we have is diminishing.
Or changing. Let us see if we can restore him, and maybe that will restore the balance in Bokt, and you will not need to protect yourself from the mists or the armies, because maybe the armies came and the mist was because the god knew he couldn't fight the armies himself. But if we put the god back together, then maybe he could fight the armies if they came, or maybe they wouldn't come at all.
How do you plan to reassemble a god?
Take him into the mist.
Apparently this is a god.
You look over at Pierup,
Yeah.
and he is now staring right up the sky, directly at the eye.
Is he scared?
Give me a.
I wasn't expecting the word eye there. I was expecting the word sun, but
Probably without
The
insight.
large,
We already-
the large eyeball in the
He,
sky.
Yeah.
he looks terrified.
Agnar is going to try and use a wing to shield him from the sun.
The shaman said that her ancestors found him when he fell from the sky at some point during the bloodbath, and they put him into the tree, and he has been the source of their magic, that he's been asleep for most of this time, or he was in some kind of coma, and this is the first time he woke up. And I don't quite know how I feel about all this, but
He's obviously been a tap for this power.
and it doesn't seem like he can give it freely, so until
Well,
he
he's not
can-
going back in there.
No,
No.
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 But that
The
I
damage
don't
is done.
I don't think that he can give you any help himself.
I would not ask that of such a feeble creature.
Hmm.
If he wishes to help us, great. If he doesn't, we figure out what to do from here. I need to send word to Mayor Dal Adkis, that useless fucking furball. He needs to know about this. If word gets out to Severe or Neodract or Fianna, we could have an invasion on our hands. Not to mention the fact that we're no longer able to create Bealman or the tools that we use to defend ourselves from this silver mist. I don't care what you say, I'm so sorry, but until the mist is gone, I can't believe that this God may all of a sudden be able to help us.
I don't want to scare you, but it might be coming sooner than you think.
that's ominous. What do you know?
I know where I came from.
Okay, fair enough.
Severians have eyes everywhere.
I look up at the big eye.
Not that fucking...
Let me,
He looks up at the eye himself.
I meant what I said before, where it doesn't matter that this happened 100 years ago. They're waiting for the second that defenses are lowered. They are working every single second on trying to figure out everyone's defenses around them. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're not severe, you are their enemy. You're something that they can take. You're something that she can take, and she wants it.
The only reason Queen Banrian hasn't tried to invade Neodract right next door to her is that the elves and the dwarves are having their own fucking scuffle that she wants nothing to do with. She'll sweep in and clean up the scraps. Trust me.
She's just waiting.
But we are the most resource-rich continent, and we're in danger now. I'm not going to say thanks to you lot, because it's also thanks to Shaman Vasily and her ancestors. Mistakes were made. Mistakes have been made. Mistakes will be made.
But we just need to
In all
figure
this,
out a
I'm gonna
way
go
to
up
keep you
to-
safe in the meantime, as much as we can.
I don't need soldiers. I need messengers. Tell Mayor Dal Adkis what is going on here. My people must stay, and I don't trust anyone else. I barely trust you, but hopefully your sense of, oh shit, we fucked up, will be enough. Whether or not you think you fucked up, you fucked up. And whether or not I think I fucked up in trusting Shaman Vasily and folklore and stories and tales, I fucked up.
I didn't fuck up.
No, no, you didn't fuck up, dear.
In all that, I'm gonna sidle up to Pierre and just be like, and just like whisper to him, like in Celestial, what are you so afraid of when you look at that eye?
All. I don't remember. Them? Nothing. I don't remember.
Okay.
Seems very scattered and operating on very pure kind of things coming to him.
Sure.
You recognize actually a little bit of that flash of things. Someone who's kind of had something flash in their face and then gone again. The same sort of thing you might have been experiencing.
Yeah. Okay. I just keep watching him.
Mm-hmm. Bucky kind of steps over to you by us and he says, "Is he a new friend for the group?"
Maybe.
Oh,
I'll let you decide that for yourself.
As long as Bias doesn't try to murder him.
Who knows?
Well, we were all
Maybe.
obviously just trying to fucking do what we thought was the right thing. So I'm not mad at anyone. We're all just trying to make decisions in a difficult position. I'm just scared.
Me too. We're not mind readers. That'd be handy.
That would be fucking great. So, Agenar, where do we go?
So we taking this guy with us, or are we leaving him here?
I think we should take him
Where?
back into the woods.
Just leave him in the woods?
No, with us. We came through the woods to get here.
Well, it's a good fucking thing then Bucky got his Purple Rain putting in before we did all that shit, because now how else would we get back to the village? That's one thing that you almost fucked up. Okay. Does it still smell like socks?
Yeah. Yeah. Does it still smell like
Surprisingly,
socks?
yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, in fact, as you get a little whiff, you realize that it's coming from Pierre Roop.
Aw, Pierre Roop smells like old socks.
Yeah, needs a bath.
Maybe something to cover his dick as
Before
well.
we, we're all liberal here. Before we go, Doc, we all need a rest because some of us didn't do too well against a little old lady shaman, and and some of us just need to sleep. So, do you mind if we stick around for another day? I promise I won't shout out loud. I promise.
You may stay.
Should we stay up here so the village doesn't know what's going on?
The village, I trust. They can tell what's going on. Things are changing.
Oh yeah, you guys can talk mentally. Fuck. Come on, yeah.
Head down to the village. Grani will go with you and will keep you company. Please come see me before you leave, but don't waste a moment.
Okay, thank you.
No,
I appreciate it.
thank you.
For what?
Being here.
Yeah, you might regret those words.
Grania kind of helps you guys down the mountainside, down the plateau. Kind of, you make your way down via the chain as you guys make your way into the downtown.
Yeah, as you make your way back through the village, it's in stark contrast to how it was when you arrived the day before. People are still running to and fro, like tending to the wounded. Tents are scattered everywhere. The whole place seems to be in complete disarray as they're trying to get some normalcy back after the elk attack. It seems like it's still very much go, go, go.
Grania kind of turns to you guys and she says, I guess it's not all bad. I mean, Bucky, you got your tattoos. Congratulations. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for bringing me here to, help me reach my dream. And Safirith, thank you for the one that you gave me.
You're welcome.
I thought
You gave that too?
Well, I helped finish it off.
Nice.
I thought that there was usually I'm not one for parties, but I thought there was usually a thing. Grani says, oh, yes, normally there's a big celebration, but I think under the circumstances, maybe the best we can do is... Turns to you, Etterath. For Bucky, I guess?
Sure. Why not?
And as you begin what you're about to do, as you start your first few bars, a number of the townsfolk stop and listen, somewhat being soothed or overcome with what's going on and contemplation of what's to come. And as you are singing, you glance up at the plateau and you see Chief Homduk standing there, hands on his hips, looking out over his domain, and you guys quite... not quite stoic, but not quite panicked. He's calm in the face of danger. Etterath, what do you do?
This was going to be more upbeat, but I think not the time for it. When your maps and signs all up and fail, look towards the folk of Baal. When it's time to hit the trail, the Bealman lead the way. The Bealman lead the way. The Bealman lead the way. When you're lost and on the brink, without a hope, you start to think. Where the guides all clad in ink, the Bealmen lead the way. The Bealmen lead the way. The Bealmen lead the way. Bealmen lead the way. The Bealmen lead the way. Who are the folks who come and save lost travelers from an early grave? Who's stalwart, smart, and truly brave, The Bealman lead the way. They led us through this deadly fog. Brought us to Lahian Bog. Give a cheer to Bakanov. Our Bealman lead the way.
You see, you've gathered pretty much the entire village, some with tears in their eyes. You see a little boy with mangled legs.
No, I healed them with the magic. They are fucking perfect.
Those legs are works of art.
Yeah, he tripped over on his way.
that little shit.
Yeah, he actually got crushed by another tree while we were up on the plateau.
He's holding his father's hand, and they're swaying. Silence permeates the village again as everyone completely stops what they're doing.
As you sing an ode to the last Bealman, you watch Grania lean up and give him a kiss on the cheek. And Bucky looks to you all with a bittersweet smile, understanding that he is the last of his kind.
And that's all right.
Theater of the Mind Flip.
You're still here? Thanks for listening to Theater of the Mind Flayer. We go live on every podcast app every Tuesday. Follow us on Twitter at MindFlayer_pod and on Instagram at Theater of the Mind Flayer with an RE, you filthy Americans. If you like what you heard, leave us a review. Or, whatever. Just do what you want. I'm not your dad.